What is going on? Welcome to Truth Wizard, or welcome back to Truth Wizard. Always good to have you. It's always good to be here. Today's show, we are going to look at some more strange and unusual creepy TikToks. We've got a creature caught on camera, some more paranormal activity caught on camera. It's going to be a good time. You're going to want to stick around. It's going to be a good show. Do me a favor before we get going. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already, please and thank you. Listen here, I had a challenge I set just a few days ago. I said I wanted to be at 100 subscribers by the end of this month, the end of May, and I am already at 106. I had 70 when I said that. I am honestly super surprised that I am already over the goal in such a short amount of time. I really can't thank you all enough. It's so awesome that you are enjoying this content and that you did hit that subscribe button, that you are joining me. Now I am left with the obvious decision to raise that bar, and I'm gonna say, can we get to, I would love to get to 150 subscribers by the end of this month. You gotta help me with this, man. Share this content, show somebody that you know is into conspiracy theories, ghost, weird life stuff. Show us some Truth Wizard content, man. Tell them to like and subscribe. Tell them to join us. We're having a great time. I'm glad you're here. Would love for them to be here as well. Would really appreciate it. So, 150 subscribers by the end of May, by the end of this month. I think it can be done. Let's find out. Thank you very much. With that being said, let's get into it.
Dimensional Creature Canada.
That thing does look a little suspect, and apparently it's very fast. It does have that creature looking kind of face, you know? Well, it definitely moved very quickly. It almost seemed to move a little too fast to be a person. Maybe they did a really good job with the person they hired to dress up as a creature. That's a possibility, I suppose. We should never take those kinds of things off of the table, but it does look very creature-esque. Giant eyes, dark eyes, very sunk in looking body, you know. What do you think? Is this some weirdo, strange individual trying to climb this wall to use a pool, or is this some type of creature that has once again been spotted by a CCTV cam? Drop me a comment, let me know what you think.
This is not just an ordinary doll. People who have come close to it claim its movements don't feel mechanical at all. The moment a strand of hair gets near its mouth, the doll suddenly reacts, as if it senses hunger. In several videos, the angle of its eyes appears to shift slightly, and that exact moment is where an unexplained fear begins to settle in the viewer's mind. What makes this doll even more disturbing is what happens after the videos are recorded. Some TikTok users have claimed that once they uploaded the clip, strange things started happening at night. Footsteps could be heard in empty rooms, doors felt heavier to open, and mirrors began to feel uncomfortable to look into, as if something was standing just behind them, silently watching. The most unsettling part is what people hesitate to talk about. According to rumors, this doll doesn't only consume hair, it slowly attaches itself to human energy. Those who spend too much time around it report feeling drained, anxious, and restless.
Several shows ago, I talked about how ridiculous, how dumb people are for owning some of these things. And I'm going to go ahead and have to tell you, I am under the dumb category because I would definitely push my luck and would want to see if this is a real thing, if it's true, you know. I would own one of these dolls. I would 100% would. Cannot pretend. I am the idiot that would do that. That being said, I don't know that I would own a doll that could eat me. I think I would draw the line. It's one thing to own a doll that might move some things around your house. Maybe it watches you when you're walking by. Sure, okay, that's a little bit creepy. There's no need to have this in your house. Other alleged haunted dolls, sure, it's fine. Up for debate if they really do anything at all. This thing, burn it. I know these videos have been blowing up the last 24 hours or so, man. This is a new video just released from the government that shows an orb. That thing is moving very, very quickly. It just came to a stop. It's turning around. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am. I am a little conflicted about this, man. This is, of course, allegedly shot on thermal imaging, okay? So naturally, this thing is going to show up because of that. It's so crazy that it would just zip through a windmill farm and then turn around and go back. Part of me wonders if this could have been a drone flying through a windmill farm, whether just for the sheer sport of it or someone was filming something. I don't know. Again, I really hate to even say that, but we still have to have good discernment with things like this. And just because the government put it out does not mean this is a authentic, real deal sighting, just my opinion, because these people are in fact always lying to us. That being said, what do you think? I'd love to know. Drop me a comment. Is this an authentic UAP, UFO orb sighting? Or do you think that there could be some fakery within some of these newly released UFO files just to kind of give the people what they want, so to speak? Would love to know your opinion about this. Oh boy. If you missed it, look straight ahead off the porch at the mailbox. Right here, right now. Did that come up to the camera on the porch at the very end? I think it did. Yeah, it's like it came right up to the camera or was just kind of whizzing by it. I think I saw correctly. Yeah, look at this. Look at this thing, how it just kind of comes into view, and it's almost like it starts to rotate and becomes a little elongated. That's so freaking bizarre. And literally looks like it came out of nowhere. Look at this. Watch the mailbox straight ahead, okay? Here, there's nothing across the street, nothing that looks like it's coming into frame, you know? It seemingly out of nowhere just appears. Boom, right there, just appears. And starts basically flying towards this damn house. That's crazy. You already know, I already know, so many people are going to call this a camera glitch. My least favorite excuse on the planet. Not saying glitches don't happen, but all of these things are not camera glitches. If you have any idea as to what this could be, you know what to do. Drop me a comment below and give me your ideas.
Wow. So much detail. One of the other things that I didn't include in the film, Joe, it's bonkers to think about. All of the intelligence officials who actually investigated this for the government, like the people involved in OSAP and ATIP and UAP Task Force, they all started having activity at their homes when they were investigating non-human intelligent life. And
what kind of activity?
Orbs in their houses, orbs interacting with their family, causing medical issues for family members, family members ending up in the hospital due to orb activity. Like
what issues due to orb activity?
One of the senior intelligence officials that I spoke to, and I'll let him tell his own story when he's ready, but his son got extremely impacted by an orb, black and blue over his whole body, had to go to the hospital. Looked like someone took a bat to his chest. I didn't include this in the film, this section, because I feel like when you get into the stuff happening in people's houses, I think it's a bridge too far for a lot of people, and you got to like set the table with the base facts first, which is what my film does, and then they can open their minds to these other things. But what I found really interesting is when I would do these interviews with people and they would all talk about this activity they started having at their houses that in some cases caused medical issues. It was all after they started looking into non-human intelligent life, and their takeaway was that non-human intelligent life was looking into them because they were looking into non-human intelligent life. And they made the analogy of if a Russian spy comes to D.C. to spy on Congress, our intelligence community spies on the Russian spy. And so that was their outlook. And I thought that was really interesting and almost implies like a human level of thinking, you know?
Or maybe some attempt to make contact.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's possible that some of these orb sightings that are caught on CCTV cameras within homes, wherever, do you think that that's what he's referring to here? And do you think that those things are scoping out people or locations? There are some videos of orbs being caught in these homes floating around. And we're not talking about a bug, okay, or dust or another damn glitch. We're talking about some of these things have moved with intent. Like they move with purpose, right? And do you think that these things are entities? Do you think that maybe the fable of ghosts came about to explain away and make it seem so silly that these entities existed in the forms of orbs, energetic orbs? So we, we're told, oh, they're ghosts. Oh, your house is haunted. When in fact, it's not your house haunted by dead people. It's these damn entities that are interacting with you, or they're attracted to you or your home. Comment, let me know. I'm a little off a little bit from what he's saying, but it's still kind of loosely related. These orbs are in people's homes. They have been caught on cam. If what this guy's saying is true, and that's a big if, but if what he's saying is true, wouldn't that change the scope of what's been going on the last couple of decades with all these ghost hunters catching orbs on camera? Like these orbs that they're catching on camera would not be residual energy from dead people. They could be intelligent life that manifests as an orb, and they happen to be catching that on camera. And if you maybe are snooping around too much, possibly if there are people or peoples that are close to these entities that do not want you knowing about certain things, they could send them to your location to possibly cause harm. Or is all this complete and utter nonsense? I mean, at this point, it's really anybody's freaking guess, but I would love to know what you think. Please comment below, and if you have any good theories, I would seriously love to hear them. Let me know. Drop me a comment.
Just remember how I showed you the maps that were here on Earth before 1958, before the governments took them out. And I'm going to show you the encyclopedia in the public libraries before 1958. Here's volume 2 out of the alphabet A. And we're going to flip to the Antarctica, and this is from 1958, as you can see. Now, we're going to flip to the Antarctica and see what the encyclopedia from 1958, before the Antarctic Treaty, says.
Oh, boy.
There. Now, you won't find this in the new encyclopedias because the government's banned them. But what I want you to notice right here is, notice how it says the flights proved inland areas to be featureless in character, with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. Take a really, really close look at that. Now I'm going to zoom it in for you. When they returned to New Zealand, these flights proved the inland areas to be featureless in character, with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. Now, if this doesn't make sense to you, let me show you with an image of what a flat earth map would look like. Now, this is what a latitude 80 degrees south would look like on a flat earth map. As you can see, the dome comes down closer to you over the wall, which would be about 13,000 feet. Now, if you're not familiar with any of this at all, and you're just now new to all this, you can say, well, this guy is crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But what you got to ask yourself is, why do all the maps before 1958 show a flat earth with the ice wall around it and a firmament, a dome? And why does the encyclopedia tell you that there's a dome there, and it gives you the exact height at a certain latitude and longitude? Well, the reason is because in 1958, that's when all governments and all nations of the world signed the UN treaty to ban all civilians from going to the Antarctica. And NASA came in and erased everything, just like they're erasing everything today. So again, ask yourself, if all this existed before 1958, why doesn't it exist now? How come it all of a sudden was erased and just disappeared out of your history books, out of your encyclopedias, out of your libraries? Wake up, people. Wake up. Thanks for watching, and God bless.
I know this is a very, very controversial topic. Not even sure controversial is the correct word. I think at this point still, 95% of the people absolutely do not believe flat earth at all, won't even entertain it. I don't know, man. This is such an interesting topic to me. I really can see why a lot of people believe in the whole flat earth situation, man. I know it's a lot to unpack, man. It's a crazy topic. I'm going to cut it off there so I don't get off the rails in this video with that. We will come back and visit this in the very near future. If you take what this encyclopedia says at face value about a dome, I can see his argument. However, I'm also not sure that the encyclopedia meant a literal dome. I'm playing devil's advocate because I don't really know. Would love your opinions as always. Comment below.
Do you want to tell them about your Bible ministry?
Oh, we have Bible in 365 where you read the Bible in a year with us.
Sure.
Yep, your life will be changed forever.
I'm engaged. Would you like to introduce yourself, or should I introduce you? All right, we'll try it again. Hey, everybody. Welcome to this episode of The Charlie Kirk Show. Joining me is the most special guest, my fiancée, Erica. Welcome to The Charlie Kirk.
I'm not going to be able to focus sitting this close to him.
She does seem different. I mean, she seems a lot different.
Okay, well, until you walk a mile in someone else's shoes, don't lecture people.
100%.
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
We serve a just God, and I rest easy in knowing that. He's sovereign, but he's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
For Taurus, we said our prayer, and we asked the Lord to protect us, and we asked the Lord that his will be done. That's what we did.
He's in heaven.
Faith is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And I am not going to let the enemy have a foothold in my life.
I've seen her do things that I really don't think someone would do or should be doing, considering her situation as of very recently, right? Especially when Charlie Kirk's whole unaliving happened and she was out parading around in glittery jackets and coming out to Sparks and trap music. Like, whatever, dude. I no, that's a bit much for me, man. She's done some weird shit, if you ask me. She does have the look now, though, of somebody who has seen some shit. Whether it's Charlie's overall happenings, whether it's behind the scenes things she's seen or heard, I'm not sure, but she's a completely different person, I think. And I know this is only one clip and we can't really truly say that and be, on target with that. I get it. But just based on this, that person in the first half is a completely different person than the second half. I don't know if it's because she has seen or heard too much, or if for some reason this is some kind of a character that she's playing now or was told to play, and this is just really bad acting. I don't know, man, but the girl ain't right, and something is very different and very off with her now.
The second that you stop participating, you no longer become relatable. You become a mirror, and mirrors make people uncomfortable. That's why comments come out like, live a little bit. It's not that serious. One won't hurt. You're too strict. Are you starting to notice a pattern here? They never pressure you to save money. They never pressure you to train harder in the gym, to go to bed earlier. They only pressure you towards weakness. That should tell you something. Social pressure almost always pulls you downward, not upward. And the uncomfortable realization is this. If you always need the room's approval, you'll always operate at the room's level.
I'm not going to add much to this clip because I believe that this clip speaks for itself. The minute you start trying to live like this man is suggesting, it's going to become a very lonely path. I'll tell you that. And you are going to have to go out and find others with the same mindset, a like mindset, because they are not just going to fall into your lap, because not many of these kinds of people exist. Y'all, that is it. I am done. I'm getting out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Do me a favor. If you are still here, first of all, thank you so very much. But before we leave, before you exit, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Would really, really appreciate it. And once again, if you did make it this far, thank you for hanging in there to the very end. With that being said, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one, I believe, maybe tomorrow, or for sure on Monday. Or depending on whenever you caught this video, those days might not align. So regardless, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.